It's four-leaf clover. Make a wish.
Wish you weren't so awkward, bud.
No ego on that side of Hollywood, is there?
Because maybe they're just as good and we're wasting time.
Why can't you just admit it's over?
Some people are in it just for the art.
It's too complicated. It's like algebra. Why you gotta put numbers and letters together? Why can't you just go yourself?
Hey now.
Not everyone's going to enjoy this show. Settle in.
Yay.
A musketeer looking Donny.
That's all I know. That's how I wanted to start today. I wanted to just tell everybody that
these two here, I think, stabbed the Donny.
And that's how I wanted to start 173, because I just want to let the folks know what my co-hosts have been up to on their off time. They get real aggressive.
What have we been up to on our off time? Fighting with each other.
Yeah,
wait, I thought you were.
You figure it out. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? It. I don't care. In some of these clips, you just gotta throw to the wind, bro. That wasn't even planned. I wasn't even thinking about it. What I was trying to say is welcome to Scrub Hop Talk, episode number 173. I am JDirty. We got Big Trox and Troxy Cotton together. We form Big Dirty Cotton. And this is our show. We appreciate you guys joining us on this beautiful Sunday night in podcast form. What's up, Trox?
I was just going to say, you know what else we form when the three of us combine?
Mike's Dick. We also we formed that.
Episode 1. Hold on. That's episode 1 of this program. Is it not?
You know
oh my God.
Yeah. I think it was.
For sure.
Mike's Dick.
Yeah, she is a legendary artist, for sure. But yeah, as always, please like, share, comment, tell your friends you are joining us right here on the show. We appreciate it very, very much.
Give us a follow. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Give me a retweet. Hit my X. Hit my IG.
Oh, I would love to if she'd get in front of my car. I would. I swear to God. I swear to God. But yeah, also you guys can
the cops are right there. The cops are right there, my boy.
They are.
Hell yeah. You guys can also check us out on patreon.com/scrubhop. Go we'll get you guys the whole episode one day early and all physical releases as they come out. Right now, if you subscribe, you will go ahead and get the brand new Scrub Styling single and a variant variant cover. So it's dope as my screen went out, so I got a little flustered there, but it came back. So I feel good. I can see you fellas. But yeah, so go there, patreon.com/scrubhop and see what's up.
Easiest thing in the world.
It is the easiest thing in the world. So I think that's all of our promos. Yeah, just tell your friends, be here. Share the word of us.
Yeah.
And if you tell your friends, all we want to say is
thanks a lot.
Because that's how we feel. We really appreciate it when you support us. And if you have a friend and you want to introduce them to me, just let them know.
I'm going to shake your hand. I want to shake his hand.
That's what I want to do.
He will.
Okay.
But for now, I'm thirsty. And
me
I don't know about you boys. Did you guys get beverages in your throats?
Thirsty boy. Thirsty boy.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
They don't deserve a glass. They deserve my throat. Hey.
I know that's right.
No, you just deserve a glass.
You know what I deserve.
Guys, can I
are
start?
You going to go first here, Jake? Oh, Big Trox, go ahead.
I'd like to start this week if you guys don't mind. This is one that Cotton's already had on the show. I've been holding on to it for a while. You must have had this like 4 or 5 months ago.
It's a
and
classic?
I've been wanting it. You've only had it once, but I've been wanting it, and I was jealous when you opened it on the show because I already had one in my fridge. The can is just so cool. And Jay, I don't think you would like this one at all just because of the nature of what it is. But this is that Symphonic Chronic double IPA.
Yeah, no.
9% boy. This has been sitting at the top of my case, but the problem is every week I get a new pumpkin or a new holiday, or I have like
that is not a problem.
Christmas beers. No, I got like 2 more Christmas beers I want to get through before the new year. But this was calling my name tonight. I opened the chest and I was like, and I jumped into the Symphonic Chronic, guys.
bro?
This
Sorry,
is from
I'm
Deschutes
sorry.
Brewery. This says it's 4 parts piney, 5 parts dank, 3 parts juicy, 4 parts tropical, 2 parts crisp. I'm excited.
Sounds
And
wow.
like I said, 9% out this boy. Step to the beat of this crisp and dank symphony with notes of grapefruit, pine, resin, and mango. Get your life.
The
JDirty,
can is
talk to
dope.
him.
The art is sick as hell. I like that for sure, but it sounds terrible. So
It sounds
for
so
me,
up my alley. Oh, it's loud. It's loud.
Motherfucker, I just dropped it, but we'll go slow. That pisses me off. This one here is The Hills Have Pumpkin. We keep this going. This is from Tree Farm Valley. It's gonna be an amazing neither of you took that, huh? What do you call it again? Arbitrium Trail. There we go.
I was so focused on my slow pour that you said Tree Farm Valley, and I was like, sounds like a good brewery.
I was like, what the? Y'all were trying to school me because you know where trees are fucking. I don't care. This one is gonna be dope, barrel aged 10.3. I am ready to also blast off. Check that can. That's a can
straight out the Arboretum.
Yep. It's right out of the atrium.
That is a really cool can, man. I dig that.
Hey, let's focus on the beer. Oh,
wow.
All right, Cotton, what are you gonna have?
Come on, bro. What is your name?
So I'm actually gonna have something that was it was actually something that was shipped to me by young JDirty. Mr. JDirty.
Be glad you got it before tonight.
No shit. Mr.
You would have got
JDirty,
nothing.
he sent me a 21st Amendment Brewery Pumpkin India Pale Ale Haze IPA, 6.8%. Very excited about this. Very happy
those are
about
so
this.
good. And Jay didn't even like those.
I
good.
I had another one. I didn't hate it as much, but it was not a standout for the year at all.
Which is wow. Here, hold on. Let me open it.
It's just too hoppy for me. I like the pumpkin pie beers. I like a sweet pumpkin beer or smooth.
I like the way it sounds. Let me see how it looks.
I guarantee it. This one's gonna be pretty heavy. This is a rye whiskey pumpkin, dark as fuck. Yours looks. Oh, I get it. Well played.
Is this supposed to be a pumpkin beer?
Oh, he's done this bit. He did this bit.
You picked the wrong week.
What's going on here with this? Because this doesn't look like a pumpkin beer. No, it's not. Because I had to pour lemonade in that thing. Because the entire thing, not the entire thing, let me tell you, Jay sent over this really lovely beer, and maybe about a quarter to a third of it ended up spilling in the bag that it was in when it was being transported from Big Trox's house over to my house. And then I had to drink it all that night.
It made it
across the country, and then it didn't make it 20 miles.
I thought you were gonna blame me. I was like, dog, really? I don't even believe you.
Without being punctured. So I had to have it that night when we got it here, which was a few nights ago. So I will say
it is the fault of the transporter. Jason Statham is responsible for this.
Jason Statham. Jason Statham, he did this to me. Now I have lemonade. I had to make lemonade out of this situation. You know what I'm saying?
The top left-hand member of the show got this from Colorado to Washington. The top right member held this in his fridge until someone came along to transport it to the bottom member of the show. And Jason Statham did not get it to the bottom member.
The saddest thing of this all is they sell it in Seattle. Like he could just go buy it, but
no, trust me, it was researched that night as to whether.
Well, I assume that it's sold out now. It's all good. That sucks.
It's sold out everywhere right now.
But did you get to taste it?
Jay, I drank probably 3/4 of that after what had just been spilled out, so it was still good. It was cold. It was delicious. I loved it. I appreciate you sending it.
Sucks that happened. But
what I'm actually going to be drinking tonight is, I think we must have had this on the show at some point. It's a 90-minute IPA from Dogfish Head. It's a classic. It's glary.
I don't know if we have.
Have we never had 90-minute on the show?
I don't know that we've seen that one can on the show. I feel like we've had 60 and 120, but I don't know if we've had 90.
90 is a classic. Love 90-minute IPA. I'm excited.
It's a great beer. Anything Dogfish is great.
It's not as good as
Dogfish all day.
Amendment. That 21st Amendment that Jay sent me, it was right up my alley. It was pumpkin. It was IPA. It was haze. It was all the things that I like. And I very much enjoyed it.
And it's like this dark, so immediately I'm like, okay, recycling this one.
He's redoing the bit.
You redo one clip, and all of a sudden he's gonna just do everything. Let me ask you, bought merch this week?
I do the same shit every week. Let's go, boys.
All right, salute, shitheads. We'll see you guys on the flip side.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
Man, that is a really tasty ass loud IPA. That's way louder than the one I had last week.
I had one of those Symphonic Chronics within the past week. They're good, but this 90.
Jay, does that hit you right in the guts?
Oh, it's got a charcoal taste, and like not in a bad way, but it's got like wood burning kind of taste, not charcoal, but like smoky. There's a better word. It's not bad, but it is fucking. I'm gonna be sipping on this throughout the whole show. This bitch is fucking thick. I'm like the dude from Road Trip.
Is it thick with 3 C's? You know what I'm saying?
It's like Doja Cat. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
So I want to just.
But I got in trouble for that last weekend, so I don't know. Maybe you're right.
It's like Doja Cat.
Okay.
I just want to real quick call out my subheader here for this week because it applies to Cotton as well. I just want to say rest in peace. Why would you bring this up? I want to say rest in peace to the 2023 fantasy football season. I don't know if you guys see that trophy behind me, the DVDA trophy. I've won it 3 times. I got to pack it up. It's going to go away now because your boy Big Trox and your boy Troxy Cotton both not only didn't win, we got eliminated from the playoffs.
Isn't that pretty early?
It's the beginning of the playoffs.
I didn't even think we're already to the playoffs.
Yeah, we never made it.
League. It's a 10-team league. 4 teams make it to the championship playoffs. 4 teams can play in the consolation ladder. 2 teams get kicked the fuck off.
And that's you too.
Troxy Cotton and I got kicked the fuck off this year. Which last year we played in the championship together.
Yeah, so we were runner and runner up.
Top 2 to 9 and 10 within 1 year. And I just wanted to say rest in peace to our fantasy season. I never even knew.
Is that so? But the league that Big Trox is talking about is the one where I at least have like 4 wins now. It took until the end of the season for me to get that many wins. I believe I've won 4.
Was it 4 in DVD?
I think I've won 4. Yeah, I believe so. In our other league that we're in,
I'll check.
Where I was also in the playoffs last year, the other league that we're in, I've won 1 time.
Yeah, you were 4 and 10.
Yeah, I'm 4 and 10 in the league where we were in the playoffs last year, and in the previous year where I was in the playoffs against his wife. That was how that went. I lost both playoffs, mind you, but also I've won 1 time. So
the other league, you are 1 and 13, Jay. He's 1 and 13. Now, I want to just say the saddest part of that sentence, I was his 1 win.
That's true. That's true.
You did that in 2 different leagues. Like you're both in the 2 different leagues, and you did. I
got last place. I got last place in both leagues. Yeah.
See now,
and I got eliminated from the playoffs in 3 leagues. 3 leagues.
In this case, it would make sense. You do 1 clip about your 1 league, and then the second. at least they're different topics.
You just wait. You just wait for the clips.
Like
you don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, all this clip here, this segment is just like you both kind of fucking got your asses kicked this year at fantasy
handed
football.
to us.
I guess.
Handed to us. Yeah, it was the worst. I have just lost money every week. Every single week, every week I'm in like 5 different pools because I have 3 fantasy leagues and then 2 you pick 'em leagues.
Do you
And every
still wear
week,
a
I'm just
shirt
like,
when you get in?
Not anymore.
Reference.
Beat ya.
Not anymore.
Which brings
I'm
me to
just
my
sitting there.
subheader, also about cotton. No,
That was all I wanted to say
Yeah.
about fan. I'm not going to drag on about our teams. I don't want to talk about our leagues.
It sucks.
over. It's over.
Yeah.
It's
But
over.
if you did
No
that
more
bad
fantasy.
this year and that good last year, next year you could do good again. So
That's the point. The thing about fantasy football is there's really nothing to it. It's kind of like it's luck of the draw.
You're betting
every
on
single
human
year.
performance. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
like
the
this year, I
Seinfeld,
like-
you're betting on laundry.
Yeah, no, but also I
the
picked a
number
bunch
one-
of people that were great picks, and they all got injured in the first week or 2. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the people on my team have been injured since the first or second week of the season, and they're big fucking names in the NFL.
That's why you
So
shouldn't
Jay,
care.
It just
the number
happens.
one
Yeah.
receiver in the NFL at the draft was a guy named Justin Jefferson, who plays for the Minnesota Vikings. He
Okay.
got hurt in week 2.
Yep.
He didn't return until last week, and he got hurt halfway through the fucking game. Through his first game back, he got hurt again. So in every league, he was the number 1 draft pick, and he got hurt right away, never played, and then comes back, plays 1 game, gets hurt again. The second guy is a
So
guy named
everybody
Jamar
in
Chase.
fantasy hates that guy, I bet. But he's like the most consistent football player. Like every time he goes down, you guys are dumb
Does
for
the
betting
same
on
thing
him.
every time.
Maybe don't bet on the guy who fucking what is it? Unbreakable.
loves getting
from
hurt.
Sam Jackson from that movie.
Exactly.
Just touch him and he breaks. Don't
Dude,
pick
and
him
so
for
the
your
second-
fucking quarterback sneak or whatever the fucking
second
term
ranked
is.
guy was a guy named Jamar Chase, who was a wide receiver for the Bengals. He had a really rough beginning of the season, didn't really catch much, then had like a couple really good games, and then his quarterback, Joe Burrow, who was the guy, the guy that throws him the ball, gets hurt, out for the season.
I know I don't know a lot about football, but you didn't have to tell me the quarterback's the guy who throws the ball. Like I'm not super out of it. I kind of get it.
I'm saying it's like the combination of what I meant is like the combination of these two guys and what makes them both magical. It's kind of like Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Sandwich
Like,
artist makes your sandwich.
Travis Kelce may not be as good as Travis Kelce as if Baker Mayfield is throwing him the football. That's all I'm trying to say. Like
I
sometimes
know.
it's the combination of the two guys, and in this combo,
you have
it was Joe
all
Burrow,
these
Jamar
people.
Chase, and that's why we're fucked. And I'm done with fantasy football. I'm done with it forever.
When
I
you
want
were
to do
saying
something we haven't
combination of
done.
the two guys, and you were doing this kind of motion together, is that like kissing? Because it kind of looks like kissing. Yeah, it looks like you're talking about dudes Frenching. Yeah, dude, I didn't know that's where this was gonna go with fantasy. Was that it was gonna be all about dudes scissoring? But
For
that's
12
interesting
years
to
of
me.
my life, that's what I thought fantasy football meant. In all fairness,
Just dudes scissoring.
Yeah,
Guys, I want to get into something now that we haven't done in a long time because we've been,
Ow, I
in and
twisted
out.
my ankle.
We've
I'm
been
out.
busy. We've been busy.
Let me take you into
What?
it, okay?
Now, is it going to be this or that?
Clip number
I've been
2. Go ahead.
I've been sitting on these articles for a couple weeks.
Trust
and
me,
I feel like-
final say still exists. I'll just change it again. I don't give a fuck.
I know you will. That's
What?
No,
I'm gonna laugh so hard if you just start changing all 3 clips every week and just like,
Well, then you're gonna have fucking smile lines, bitch.
all right. On
Ice
this
cream.
now, Jay, you might feel me on this one. Hashtag married life. Research finds female frogs play dead to avoid mating with males.
Hot.
Or that
It's like go on.
drunk grizzlies
That one.
keep getting hit by trains in Montana.
Oh, that one because I saw
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear. I'll hear about the sequel.
Loved Cocaine Bear. Cocaine
Yeah.
Bear was
You don't
great.
want to hear about frogs playing dead so they don't get laid?
And no,
Big
because
Trox-
then that just turns into forceful frog sex. And who wants to? Yeah, no, you can't
Oh,
do
the
that.
frog sex.
Listen.
Forceful frog
That,
sex is that's the title of my autobiography.
that story is not going to turn up anything anyway because the frogs are gay and we know that. But I'm interested in hearing about drunk bears. You know what I'm saying?
What if you
Is
mix?
that
What
like
if you
my
mix the two? Would you?
autobiography?
The two stories
Hey,
combined
cut
would
that
be
part.
so-
Cut that part. You got to cut that.
Which part?
Please,
Yeah.
sirs, leave.
Nah,
Frogs
you're
are
gonna be
gay.
fine.
Not
All
in
right,
a weird
so-
way, in like a respectable way, like in a 2023 way.
I got it. Okay.
Frogs are gay.
Frogs are gay. Drunk grizzlies keep getting. I was talking more about what I said, but let's go with frogs are gay. Drunk
I'm not cutting
grizzlies
anything.
keep getting hit. Drunk grizzlies keep getting hit by trains in Montana. Since 1980, 63 grizzlies have been hit by trains and killed along a section of railroad near Glacier National Park. Many died because they got drunk on fermented grain spilled from rail cars and couldn't move fast enough to outrun the trains. Look at that.
That's what is that like 1.2 grizzlies a year? Like, is that big of a thing? Like, I'm
They
being
were drunk.
serious.
Look at how
These
big that
grizzlies are
motherfucker is,
degenerate
though.
alcoholics, and they deserve to get hit by trains. That's
You
what
know
I'm
how
saying.
many drunk bears get a train ran on them in California all the fucking time? Like what? Because
I
it's
think we got-
Montana. Like
We
this
got a
is
drunk.
bullshit.
We got a drunk bear on the down below that gets run trains
Right
on
now.
once a week.
And he
Stop
can't.
it.
He
Look
can't
how big
outrun.
that thing
He
is.
can outrun it, but he's like, it's fine. Beat me.
Dude, that's a big ass.
I don't
bear.
mind.
I've
Give it
had
to me.
cars smaller than that motherfucker. Look at that thing. All my cars smaller than that.
What?
Bro.
I mean,
Look
I
at
get
that
that. I get that it's a real thing, but like, that's like 1.2 bear a year, man. I really don't think that's that big of a
1.2
deal.
bear a year.
That's not that big of a deal.
That's
man.
my same quotient.
Yeah, I mean, I bet it is. You
That's
can
how
handle
many
more
I'm
than
going
that.
for.
No, Jay, that says 1980, so that's 43 years. That's not even 1.2. Is that 1.2 bear? That might be 1.2.
That might be
I'm
like
not
1.2
in the
bears a
zone.
year.
I don't in the zone.
It's
I
like-
didn't guess.
That's actually pretty good
It
math.
might be. It might be 1.5 bear. Actually, you might
Or
be
whatever.
right. Okay.
No.
But national level is I think 2.7 or less bear per year. Trains still go. Like that's been that way. I don't make the rules. All
My
right,
bear
talk-
math is way off right now.
you gotta
Getting
talk to
drunk
the
on
$5 bill for that shit.
Getting drunk on fermented grain has killed dozens of grizzly bears along a treacherous stretch of rail near Glacier National Park, Montana.
Treacherous
Since
stretch of
1980,
rail. That's my new rap
63
name.
bears have been killed. Treacherous stretch of rail.
That's good.
That could be one of the songs on your mixtape, Big Trox, that we just discussed.
Yeah,
That wasn't cut out.
Nothing's cut out.
1980,
Everything's in.
63 bears have been killed along a stretch of rail line that goes over Marias Pass and the Great Bear Wilderness, according to reports from state and federal wildlife agencies. The worst year on record was 2019 when 8 grizzlies. See, now we're talking. There were many years. There were 3 decades where 0 grizzlies got killed. In
Exactly.
2019, 8 grizzlies killed by trains. 3 of them have been killed so far this year. So this quotient is way fucking off. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Many of them likely died during a drunken attempt to outrun the trains.
According to
I'm
that
so glad
picture,
I'm so glad I didn't read this ahead of time.
according to that picture though that we just saw, that means they were too drunk to walk 2 feet in either direction. They didn't have to outrun. They just
No.
had to go over there.
Bro, that means they started running on the track along with the train.
Well,
fire.
what on that when you're drunk, right?
That's like old school Crash Bandicoot where
I
you
feel-
got the thing running up behind you the whole time, or like
Yeah.
or
You
like
can't
or like
jet
that
out to the
boulder.
side, yeah.
you gotta fucking hit every jump perfect if you
Yeah.
go.
Exactly. Or
Also,
you
the
get hit by
Lion
that
King
train.
on
Wow,
Sega.
boy.
That is hilarious.
Oh, Lion King on Sega all day. You're outrunning
that was
those wildebeest.
the
fuck.
wildebeest scene was just like that.
Oh my god! I
Exactly.
love
But in
Lion
real
King on
life,
Sega.
our homie
Oh.
Les Legs did not have the same. Well, let's go ahead.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Grain spilled from rail cars along the tracks can be tempting treat for bears, retired federal ecologist Chuck Neal of Cody told Cowboy State Daily. With enough moisture from snow and rain, the spilled grain actually ferments in place and becomes a de facto brewery, he said. That's amazing. There are 2 major populations of grizzlies in the lower 48, each of them estimated at more than 1,000 bears. Wyomingites are most familiar with Greater Yellowstone ecosystem grizzlies. That's a fucked up title. Why we got to call them
Yeah.
ecosystem grizzlies, which occupy
That's what they're
expansive
there for.
territory in Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. The grizzlies getting killed by trains near Glacier Park belong to the Northern Continental Divide grizzly population. It's centered in the rugged mountains for northwest Montana, but some of those bears also have been pushing out to Montana's prairies.
I got two thoughts
So
here.
far,
Like,
yep. Go ahead.
My first thought, I'm thinking, like, watch these train dudes just be like, they think it's fucking hilarious, or they like don't want to get eaten by bears, so they're just like fucking bait them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're throwing it off.
They're like those fucking. They're like the dogs in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and they're like chasing them down. I'm gonna ram them.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kinda. You know what I mean? It's like, and then the other side is if a drunk dude walks in front of an RTD bus, we write it off as like, well, you think you would have known better. Like, I mean, the bears matter that much? Like, it nowhere says it derailed the train. It just says it killed a bear. Like, isn't that like, who cares? But I mean, it's nature. It's not like they're going to the fucking packy and getting a fucking 12-pack, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, it's not really nature because they're getting hit by a train. But
the train is in nature. What are they supposed to do? Like, educate the bears?
Trains are part of nature. I'll give you that.
Like, if a plane hits a bird, is that different?
No, good point. Great point. That's a perfect analogy, Jay. That is.
I just don't get why
analogy.
it matters if humans are okay.
That's true.
Am I a dick? I don't know.
This article, no.
Too close
If
to
this
the puppy
article
bowl
was
or
like,
something? Like, why y'all getting tense?
if this article was like 1.2 human were killed by drunk trains,
I'd understand. Maybe you know, reroute Coachella, but like it's not. It's fucking a wild animal that's too stupid to not get drunk over there. I don't care.
I feel like more people have been killed. More people have been killed at the gathering of the Juggalos since 1980 than bears have been killed on the Montana Railway.
Sliced
up, thrown in the river. Like people at the gathering were getting killed.
This is where the drug bridge initiated. The bears brought the drug bridge.
Here's the big point: is that you guys don't care if it's a bear or a human. You're just like, yeah, people.
I don't care if it's a bear or an otter or whatever.
You guys are like, yeah, stuff gets hit by trains all the time. Who gives a fuck?
It does though, dog. Like stuff dies. Like episode 174 isn't promised. You know what I'm saying? Like anything. I'm just saying, like, don't get drunk on train tracks.
Right.
Do you think all three of us are gonna die in the same week? That would be crazy.
That would be
unless
unless
the world ends or like there's like a meteorite like and then it takes out Washington and Colorado at the same time. And then we're like, all right. But if like one of us survives, I feel like we should go on and be like, hey, like bunker style, you know what I mean? Like be like Walking Dead and be like, I'm still around. I'm sending out this message to anybody out there listening. I'm still here. This is episode 174 and I need help. We're sending this signal to all shitheads.
You better hope I'm the one that dies then, because if it's you guys, I'm out.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I was saying.
I'm not gonna get on here and tell people I'm alive. Something bad happened and I'm hiding. Like I ain't saying shit to near.
No, I would let folks
He's stockpiling medicine and weapons and getting the fuck out.
That's what I was gonna say was that you know, like I would hope that like if something like that did happen, that you know it would be you guys and then me. And then I would come on here and I would.
But the bottom line here is a dead bear does not stop the flow of a train.
It's the same for this show.
Amen. Know about that motherfucker. There's your clip.
That's the realest shit. The realest shit you ever wrote. We don't even need to finish the article. We got what we needed. Let's take it the fuck out of this.
Now is it going to be this or that?
JDirty doing my job for me. Thank you.
Oh no, I'll never do that again. I won't get my pudding cup if I do that.
I cut that article off a little.
Need my cocktail.
What big
we
Trox?
Get into the track this week and go on to the second half of the show. I just wanted to do a real quick Stern Show wrap up show, and I think we're all current, or at least through the beginning of today's show.
Actually, relatively current.
Ooh.
I'm relatively. How
far did you make it into the?
I'm halfway through Maroon 5 right now.
That's Adam Levine.
Adam Levine and Maroon 5. I'm halfway through that, so I'm almost.
You're farther than me. All my Charlie references earlier were I was listening to Mr. Puth when this started.
Good. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about. First of all, I just wanted to bring up. Obviously, we talked about Ralph last week, and then yesterday's show. Oh, not yesterday.
Yeah, terrible joke, by the way. Sick prank, guys. I bought that hook, line, and sinker. He's okay, right?
On Tuesday's show this week, at the end of the show, Howard played the Goodbye Ralph song, the Ralph song, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
and Beth was in studio, and she just completely broke down, and it was probably like the most emotional moment I've heard on the show decades. Right? Easy.
I mean, it's up there. Like that kind of a moment happens very, very rarely.
Because she had just got done talking about how she was, working with Ralph's neighbors to help clean up his place and get his.
Can I say she is a gangster? Okay, I'm gonna go off for a quick minute here, and I'll bring it back.
I know where you're taking this, and thank you, because I wanted to talk about this. Take it.
Okay, so like Final Destination 1 or 2, right? You remember those movies? Right before this kid knows he's gonna. Do you know the clip I'm talking about? Then,
yeah,
the guy's like, "Yo, please go to my house and hide my porno from my mom," and I literally. And then he's dead like 10 seconds later. I have thought of that scene my whole life. Like when I lived at home, I'm like, Trox, you got to get under that mattress like immediately. Deflator, melt it, get the fuck out of my house. You know what I mean? And then when I heard that, all I could think was that scene. I'm like, Beth is the best homie anybody has ever had. Like she's not even a chick.
I want to get anything weird out of there.
She's a homie. She is the fucking homie, and that's
not a chick. That's not your homie's wife thing to do. She's the coolest friend on the planet.
No, and she's like, I wanted to get anything embarrassing out of there so that his family didn't have to see it. That's the that's the dream. That's a friend.
And that knowing I'm gonna learn something about my now dead friend that I wasn't supposed to know. She's a gangster. Yeah. She'd let me change the clip. She's a good friend.
This makes me so happy. No, it was a fantastic
Dead
Stern show.
Dead.
And I must say, Maren Morris.
I love that. No, hold on. Before you I want to get into that real quick, but I wanted to just keep it in the same tone that we were just in. So Howard played the Pat Monahan version of the new Ralph song that Fred wrote. That is just it's like a 2-minute long tribute to Ralph.
It's not even very good, but it's great.
No, the lyrics are fantastic. It's really it's well done. But it's short. It's condensed. It's a simple song, right? It's not like a big produced it's not like Billie Eilish made a fucking tribute song. It's a very simple, I wrote this on an acoustic guitar. Goodbye, my friend.
Ralph's dead.
It's very simple. And when Howard played it with Beth on the air, and she broke down and just started sobbing, right? And was like, I can't handle this. I gotta go. Shitty. That's how it ended the show. So I was feeling all really emotional about the show, and I was like, "Fuck, man, that was rough."
Did anybody reach out to you and try to say they loved you and get roasted? Oh, nobody. Probably changed the clip.
So today's show, and when I say today, I mean Wednesday. Wednesday's show of this week opened with the whole gang back in the New York studio together for the first time since COVID.
4 years? 3 years.
This is the first time that they've all been in the same room since March of 2020.
Yeah.
So Jay, almost
3.5
almost
years.
4 years.
Crazy.
No, not even 3.5. Almost
4.
4.
Yeah.
3 years, 9 months. Like a long fucking time. And as soon as they were all there and Robin started talking and she started crying, I got emotional myself because Robin breaking down, I don't think I've ever heard on the show. No death, no anything have I heard.
She broke down when she told her story of cancer. When she first
Did
told the
she cried
story
then?
of her cancer, she cried on the air, but that might be it. I
stand
guarantee
corrected.
then, but this might be twice. It's rare
But
as fuck.
Robin is even more of a gangster than anybody. She's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
nothing breaks her. Even when Howard was talking about fucking Ralph dying, she's just like, yes, it's very sad. It's very
She's
sad.
like, I cried, but she didn't cry on the air.
Yeah, she was
No.
like, I'm gonna miss him.
Just her
Right.
saying that she saw Howard behind the board and saw Ronnie in the studio, and then when Ronnie came on, like all of those things, that got
was
my
crazy.
emotions going. And man, you know, Jay, to echo something that we were talking about before, I fucking love you guys. I love the fact that we do this every week, and that really hit me in a major way. Like, these are your people. You guys are my fucking people, man. And like, when there are periods of time that we don't get to see each other, then when we do, that's exactly how I feel. And I felt like when Robin said that today, and I was like, man, that hit me in a major way. So that's it.
We've seen each other multiple times since we started. You've never cried. You've never.
You lying ass bitch.
You didn't
No, he's
emote
lying.
at all.
He's out here lying on his
Not
name.
to you. Not to you.
Well, if it's not on the picture, it didn't happen, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. If it's not in the clip, it didn't really.
But no,
fucking
man,
take place.
that was some emotional ass shit, and it led into a really cool show. And Cotton, I'll leave you with that because you started talking about Mara Morris. Jay was talking about Charlie Puth. Really dope show today.
Oh, I don't have
Cotton
anything to
picked
say about it. That's just where I
Yeah,
was.
no, I was just super impressed by all of the musical performances on there, and I was geeking out on the Christine McVie stuff. As you guys know, I've brought it up on the show before how I'm a fucking Fleetwood Mac mark, and it was great. Yeah, see, exactly. It's so funny that is the
Throwback.
association.
Wow.
That's the association. Which also,
Jesus
that's
Christ,
a
Jay, that
throwback.
was like in the first 20 episodes. For real.
That's another throwback because that
Mike,
same
yeah.
dude, Dogface from TikTok, he ended up on season 3 of or is it season 2? Either season 2 or season 3 of Reservation Dogs. He is on an episode of that.
No,
So-
I was like as a main character, but just he comes on.
He was on an episode. It was
Hey,
like,
the dude
he
got
was,
the
like,
dude got
cameoed-
paper for being on it. Fuck it.
cameoed in a full episode. But yeah,
Fuck yeah.
shouts out. I digress. All of that to say, shouts
Amazing.
out fucking the Howard Stern show. Robin did make me emotional with that this morning. I actually had to rewind it because it was surprised. Like I turned it on and I was listening to it, and then all of a sudden it seemed like it came almost out of nowhere. And
Were
then
you
she
like,
started,
did I miss why
breaking
she's
up.
crying? Because
Yeah.
I went back also.
Exactly.
No bullshit. I did the same thing.
Exactly that, Jay. I
Guys.
was like, why did she get so upset?
You
like
did
this is
too?
weird. Did you
'Cause
really?
I was like, what the fuck?
And I straight up,
I
and then
rewound
had
it
to
because
bring
I was
back,
like, wow,
30,
she's really
45
touched. I
seconds.
want to hear it again.
Yeah, and I brought it back like 30, 45 seconds, and I was like, oh shit, she's like really feeling it. Okay, and then it set the kind of emotions for my day. So shouts out Howard and Robin for always being able to set the emotions of my day, because they do that all the time. Like it's just, and especially in these past couple weeks, it's been profound.
For real.
You know what
I
I
have
mean?
2 things on that real fast. So, have you guys ever been listening? The show ends and it'll pick up where you left off on another show. Like, does your
Yes.
app do that? So, like,
Uh-huh.
they'll say goodbye, but if I'm kind of like cooking dinner or like talking to the kids, I don't realize it. And all of a sudden, I'm like, we're going from Ralph just died to like Dolly Parton's coming, or they're in the middle of like promoting Barbara Streisand next week, and I'm like,
Or go
going
even
on?
further, it'll go to like a Sternthology, and then you'll be like it'll be in like 2008, and you're like
10 years ago,
what's
right?
going on right
Mine,
now? Yeah,
mine
yeah.
doesn't randomly do that. It just goes to like if an episode I hadn't finished,
Another recent show. Yeah.
or one I finished and went back and listened to again because I dug the interview or something. But I'm gonna make this a personal little attack again for myself at this, because I listened, not to you guys, I listened to that whole thing, and I tell you what, man, I love you guys as well. This is my shit. I love it. You hold those close to you, but that made me realize, man, people in my life, there are people who will die, and I don't think I'll care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've realized that when my father dies, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm not even gonna wash my hoodie to go to it. I ain't going to the funeral. One of you two dies, I'm coming to Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it made me realize, like, I don't want to be all negative, but like, fuck people that don't like you, and be cool to those that do, because I don't know, man. It hit me. It hit me really weird. I don't know how to phrase that because I'm negative.
No,
as fuck
no, you're not alone.
in my life, but
I think what you're trying to say, at least if I'm projecting onto you, is
fuck
that
Jerry. Is that what you thought I was trying to say?
That it's not all about blood
Basically.
or just like, hey, I've known you forever, and so I'm supposed to give a fuck about you. It's about who matters in your life, and people that matter in your life is what's important. And like all of this in the last week with just that world of like seeing Ralph's death and how it's impacting people around him
out of fucking nowhere. Like it just
dude was only 58 years old, man. Like
that's how death works. You know what I mean? Like
not even 20 years older than us, Jay, and that's crazy. Like
that's how death works. Is right, man.
It's a crazy reminder of that, of being like, oh yeah, no, it's just
and then Gary talked about that on Wrap Up. I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever, but he was like that he knew somebody his age that was walking through Manhattan and a brick through like fell from a building, hit her in the head, killed her. A hammer. Thank you, not a brick.
My wife and I were walking one day, before we had kids, 15 years ago in Winter Park, and a fucking hammer comes flying over a roof and landed 2 feet in front of us. And like literally, I had told her, if that hit one of us, we're dead. Like literally 2 feet in front of us. And sorry. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Throw the hammer back up. I kept it. I have the hammer in my garage. Like it's my hammer now. I was so fucking pissed. Like, because we would have died. So the point is, like you could die right now.
And that's what one of my biggest fears. One of my biggest fears is every time I walk under anything where there's like a bridge or like a building, I think somebody's going to drop something and it's going to land in my head, and then I'm going to die.
What if
someone
opened an elevator and a hammer hit you, and then you fell down an alley of stairs or whatever that's called?
This is my worst nightmare.
You just hit me with all my worst nightmares at the same time. Jesus,
man. And then Big Bird comes on like, you're gonna need a new host, Jay. I'm like, I don't know where else I had. I felt like I was going somewhere else with that, but yeah, dude, it's crazy as fuck, man. But fuck people that don't like you. That's what I tell my kids all the time. I know it's not Stern Show, but like, love those who are with you and fuck those who aren't.
Yeah,
that's a great point, Jay.
Yeah,
that's it.
Speaking of those that are with us, we got a track. Our track is from our boy down below that's with us. We got a Troxy Cotton solo track tonight.
You're fucking
for y'all. I'm not. We're getting deep into the catalog. We only have like 40 songs or so left before we start repeating shit. So we're getting deep. Tonight's song is off of ADHD.
Fuck, dude.
It is a track called Good Person. Cotton, you want to tell us about Good Person?
It's
real convenient for tonight. Let me guess, you pulled this clip?
It was.
He's gonna now.
It was something.
I'll change it.
You know, I felt as though I was at the time, and I wanted to write a song about it. I was like, yeah, I'm this. I'll write a song about it.
Where was your mind at this moment? Take us back to that Tuesday afternoon when you wrote this song.
I found it. Hold on, Jay. I found what was going on in his brain at that moment.
What I am tonight is kind of out of material.
Okay. So what did you write about?
It's not true. No, I wrote about just the way I was feeling at the time.
Let's hear how you were feeling and then discuss it when we get back.
No, I mean, it was me and ADHD.
We'll be right back on Scrub Hop Talk episode 173.
I wrote a song. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not.
I'm not a rapper that can skate or make beats, lay awake, create heat. I'm the greatest they've seen or ever heard. I'm the freshest turd dropped into the porcelain. On top of that shit, just got your endorsement. Come forth, kid, I'm on that, turn you into a corpse shit. On that, I'm the reason that your parents are divorced shit. You should probably forfeit, get back to your fortress. Thankful that your pops was not pro-abortion. Otherwise, stick a fork and you can taste and share. Open your mind beyond the bass and snare. You're too basic, player. I'm more complex. Yo, I can make you stare. I got more on deck. Batter up, it's the fatter chump. Y'all can move in. I'm an easy out. I go the distance. I take the scenic route. Keep your mouth shut before I race you up. You'll cut the footage. I stay hype as fuck. Yep. I swear I'm a good person, apparently. I am the first that has heard this. Taking lots of love, but I never go disperse it. Apparently, I'm just the worst, yeah. I swear I'm a good person, apparently. I am the first that has heard this. Taking lots of love, but I never go disperse it. Apparently, I'm just the worst. Yo, I used to be a stuttering Stanley. Now I'm up in the ante, not hunting for Grammys. Nah, I'm not exactly one in the family. More like one in the chamber, aiming guns at your granny. While she watching Murder, She Wrote, I'm hurting you folks. The curtains were closed, I'm learning the ropes. My verbal is dope. She's slurping my load while I'm slurping a bowl of Apple Jacks. Fucking your wife raw, call me Barry Badgernath. Cabbage Patch rapper, stay up out the jungle gym. This is where the big kids play, and I am running shit. Loving it, get back to the MacD place. Quit acting like a brat, trying to have your ass spanked. Nah, beat kids, call me AP. Tell Jesus to eat shit so no one can save me. No priest wants to show me love. I have too much hair on my chest for that stuff. Yuck. I swear I'm a good person, apparently. I am the first that has heard this. Taking lots of love, but I never go disperse it. Apparently, I'm just the worst, yeah. I swear I'm a good person, apparently. I am the first that has heard this. Taking lots of love, but I never go disperse it. Apparently, I'm just the worst, yeah. The worst in it, far from permanent. They can't see me, similar to a blurred image. You wanna have a word scrimmage or a syllable spar? You about to learn quick, bitch, I shit on your bars. Just a young crusty curmudgeon munching your mother's muffin, unlovingly lumped in with underling munchkins. I'm done with you fuckwits blubbering rubbish. I'd spit disgust in my tongue stuck in buckets of unguent. Don't you love it when you rummage through the independent rap scene? Find me so sick I need vaccines. I'll make Ebola an airborne contagion. Try to lock the door and I'll just force my way in. You can't make the way in, I might break the scale. You can't grab a mic, you might break a nail. And I ain't paying for your ass to get them redid. I'm too busy in the lab coming up with mean shit.
They couldn't see through the smoke. They couldn't see through the smoke.
You'd say it's all smoke and mirrors at that school. So to the podcast listeners, like a college football team comes to run out of the tunnel, and they have.
It was the Oklahoma University Sooners, to be
That's
specific.
what I said.
Go ahead.
Some college football team came running out of their tunnel, and they had so much smoke machines that these guys, like, I think two of them, they have passed out and caused like a car crash of sorts of football players. Like two of them just hit their knees like they lost the game and were saying, "I'm sorry" to the coach. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, and then everybody else stumbled over him. I think 2 or 3 Sooners are no sooner alive than dead, you would say. What do you think happened, Troxy Cotton?
No, I think you're correct.
Yeah, I mean, I think they gassed him out. It was probably like the chemistry department playing a trick. They're sick of getting hung up on their lockers by their underwear, and they probably like did some like weird like college dorm room terrorist shit. This is great. Exactly. I love it. This is Boondock Saints like on YouTube. Like I love it. Bring it back. I like more of this. Do
All right.
this more.
Cool.
Cool. Boondock Saints on YouTube.
Check
I
out
like that.
check out Deion Sanders next week.
So,
He's
Cotton,
in
I
college
just want
now
to
or
hear. We're talking about your song, "Good Person," and
What are we
I
talking
feel like
about?
you wanted to touch on it. Just tell us how you feel
You
about the song.
made a reference in there to like Burt Bacharach or something.
Burt Bacharach.
What is that? What's that about?
Outside Charlie Puth.
What were you trying to?
No.
What did you say in there?
It wasn't Burt Bacharach. It was
Axel
Barry
Foley?
Badranath. It was
Yeah.
Barry Badranath was.
Who is that? Was that a Muppet?
Bertram Bacharach. Got it. Who is
Barry
that?
Badranath. Barry Badranath is from the movie Beer Fest.
Who's Barry
There's another
Badranath?
movie-
Who's Barry Badranath?
Who's Barry Badranath? Who's Barry Badranath? It's from Beer Fest. You guys remember Beer Fest?
You
Yes.
spent this much time making sure we said this name so we could bring it up, and it's a character from Beer Fest?
Yeah, the film.
No, I know. I didn't think it was the documentary. I know. I thought it was like a prolific serial killer or somebody who's done something crazy.
No.
And
He's
it's
a
the
character.
drunk guy from Beer Fest.
No, he's a character in the film Beer Fest. I think he's played by Jay Chandrasekhar, I believe, is the actor who plays Barry Badranath. It's really good. I love Barry Badranath.
Okay.
I'm a big
Nothing else
fan
on
of.
that. Let's
No,
move
of
on
the
to some
film.
videos.
No. Of the film itself, Beer Fest, I love it. I think
Josh
it's
Potter
maybe-
taught me about Albert Fish. I thought I was about to learn
No.
something again, like get some good
No.
insight.
No.
Hey, Jay,
saying, I
Josh
think
Potter
it's-
is a good podcast guest. He's got comedy, he's got content, he's got
I would say-
information, and he's got
Yeah.
delivery. Troxy Cotton, on the other hand,
I would say it's a good film. I enjoy the film, and I would think that lots of people would enjoy it. And Jay Chandrasekhar, great actor. Honestly,
what
like,
else we got?
Oh my god! that
so
hit
I'm
hurt
not
fucking
thinking
bad.
that felt too good. What do you guys think? Did that hurt? Do you
What
think
is
he
it? I
had
wanna
too
work
many?
out.
Did he
So
have too
each
many
one of those
plates
is
on the
45,
bench?
right?
Yes, sir.
So
So-
40, and then the bar's 45. So you've
Okay,
got
so he's got that
210
is
pounds?
90.
That's four
That's
plates.
180.
each side.
more
That's
than that.
360. That
Oh,
is
see,
405 pounds. That's 405 pounds on that bar.
Yeah, he's a strong boy.
Is he now? Because he's
Just
actually
not that strong.
there's
Because
not
he
only
just
does
shattered his chest.
hold on, look at this. Not only is there not a spotter, there's nobody fucking there. He is
Yeah.
alone. Like, why
His
would you
camera.
attempt to do that? No, that's what's weird about you. That's not a person. You're like Jen whatever today.
Look
is.
at that. Look
I
at that.
don't
Look
like
at
it.
that. Look at that.
Oh my
That
god!
just crushed him. Do you look at that? Look at how far that bar
So
goes
again,
into his
to
torso,
the
dog.
to the podcast listeners, that he dropped 405 pounds straight onto his fucking
And
chest.
Like a
Fucking
pussy.
His sternum,
Like a
is
huge pussy.
it cracked like some baklava. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Yeah.
buttery and
There is-
flaky and warm.
Bro,
is his
there is
inside.
180 pounds of plates on either side of that fucking. There is. I currently, when I stepped on the scale this morning, I weighed 180 pounds. There is one of me on
God
each
flex, bro.
side of. Thank you.
Wait a minute,
It was
are
odd.
do you just want to
Yeah,
start
I mean,
taking,
like-
cotton pictures?
Was this the only reason that you wanted to play this fucking thing? Was so that
Yes,
you could tell us
because
all how
what I'm
much
trying
you
to
weigh?
say is that guy just lifted two of me and I crushed him.
Hey, hey, Trox, can you play some fat bitch getting hurt in the next clip so I can tell you what I weighed this morning?
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I got one of those.
Yeah, this guy, and then he pushed it down, crushed his dick, and then hurt his left knee.
But
That's
still,
the-
even right there, I wish I had those thighs. Those thighs look good.
Oh,
They look like some good thighs. You know
How
what
do-
I mean? I wish.
Cotton, how do you
I wish
think
I
he
had
felt
those
that night
thighs.
when he went home? How do you think he felt that night when he went home with those thighs?
Hard.
I feel like he
Hard.
was fucked up.
Yeah,
You don't think it
that,
was heard?
that video sucks. I mean,
Okay,
it's
so what
funny
about this one?
because you don't do that without a spotter. Oh! Oh, at least he noticed a little bit.
Whoa.
What
Dude,
the fuck,
Did
yo?
he though? Did he?
So,
He wasn't
I
even
think he was
trying.
gonna like throw it at the last second.
since that guy's no longer able to listen to a podcast, I will tell the podcast listeners what we just saw. So there's the punk, which is the lighting stick, as I call it with my children, to pre-light your firework and step back. This guy dropped his punk and put his M80 or M24, whatever the fuck that was, right next to his ear. And at what? The last millisecond, it went off 10 inches from his head, right?
Yeah.
That was like a POV blowjob.
I don't know 10 inches. I know like half of that, but yeah,
Exactly.
around there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that you're always focused on the round and the thickness. But anyways, we're on a clip here. And I bet you this guy can't hear a goddamn thing now. That shit sucks so fucking bad. That hurt.
Right?
But guess what?
Major bummer.
Great clip. Great clip. Yeah.
I like
clip.
that.
That wasn't a
you have anything
cost
to add to
cutter.
that?
That was a great clip.
There you go. Now how about this? This really got me. This is a small indie local band, and they're playing a show, and it just doesn't go the way that the bass player feels like it should. And
I was gonna say, is it us with Rehab?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Whoa, he's got shaggy paint on.
Done! Good! I'm fucking done!
Wow.
That's my fucking. It's not done yet, but that's my fucking moment. That's my fucking moment.
He's still going?
He's like, my mom is here. My coworkers are here. Like, I've been there.
That drummer. Oh, we got to go back. Watch this drummer. He just keeps going. It's like 5 full seconds of the drummer being like, "Fuck you. I'm still drumming."
Yeah.
Done! Good!
Wow.
That's my fucking moment.
That's what I feel about the clips.
And his bass line is 3 notes.
Not even that much.
Fuck out of here.
But can we focus on guy on the left in full juggalo paint? The guy has shaggy paint on the far left.
He's definitely wearing shaggy paint.
Yeah,
for
dude.
sure. No, like
grease paint.
Like ringmaster paint.
I was just about to say Riddlebox era, but yeah, back in that, yeah, old school. And
That's old school.
just jamming away while this moment has been ruined. Yeah, this is an amazing. What are these guys called? The Jacqueline Steer Ducks? Oh yeah, that's what it says behind them. Look at down at
Jacqueline's
the
Tear Ducks.
Oh, Jacqueline Tear Ducks. What a fucking
Jacqueline's Tear Ducks. JTD.
You know what? Maybe they're acting
That's
like
my fucking moment.
Maybe this is like the Jacqueline part where they like act like a fucking raging bitch on stage or something. You know what I mean? Have you ever met a Jacqueline you like?
I think this is their thing.
No.
Like, like, I love that.
I want to go pull my bass out of the basement and just pull it up next week and go Hey!
The reason I feel like that is their thing because it's like they went right back into it. But that we talked about when I saw footage of Tenacious D breaking up, I thought Kyle fucking quit the band, and I'm like, what? And then I go to like realize there's a song called Kyle Quit the Band, and I'm like, oh, they do it every night. But like I saw footage, and I'm like, Kyle's like, fuck you, man, I'm fucking done. So
yeah.
I think.
And then you're like, oh, they're actors. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I bet you know? Those tear ducts don't even produce tears. You know what I mean? Like it's all put on. There's no sadness within those ducks.
Wow.
I think you might be right.
I'm sorry.
Let's take a look at this. Oh, wrong one.
I say we see.
I hit the wrong button.
Damn.
Oh, this bitch is tripping. Yes, arrest her. Man, that's crazy. She damn near took me out.
She crashed into the fucking cop car, dog.
Can we see that one more time?
I gotta be honest. It happened too fast. I need to see it again.
It happened way too fast. Play it again.
Damn.
So the guy's coming up.
Okay, so the guy rolled up on a car accident already in progress.
Yes. And,
so he
and
rolls
not a car accident in progress. The front end is gone.
Yeah,
the entire
it's
front
gone.
end
It's
of this
toast.
Camaro from the 90s is gone. And he's filming it going, damn, look at this. And I assume then she tries to run from the accident. Right?
Yes.
And then plows right into a cop car that she can't see.
Plows
because again, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say plows into 3 other cars, then a cop. Continue.
But she can't see this because, again, her front end is over her windshield. That's how fucked up this car is. There's no hiding. Yeah. She's not going to quickly store this in the car wash and, like, get away with it. You know what I'm saying? This is drugs.
Yeah, I can see that.
This has to be, like, meth or something. Like, this is not real thought. Right. I'm not even trying to have a good line. I'm like, right? Like, there's something wrong here. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Damn. Oh, this bitch is tripping.
But
yes, arrest her.
So were any of these cars that just got hit affected at all before just now?
Well, yeah.
Oh, that cop has his gun out. Did you see that?
Yeah, gun drawn.
Yeah. And he's yelling at her. And he's like, get out of the car. You're under arrest. And so including him,
you pull
everybody
out
else.
of your arm, that's your rubber band, but then get out.
Exactly. And everybody else around him already got hit. Like, including him. They've all been hit by that car.
I have a feeling that driver just took a hit.
That's
insane. That's crazy. Can you imagine trying to flee a scene? Like when you like that's like getting a bukkake and walking out like, no, I wasn't doing anything. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Everybody knows. We can tell. Like, goddamn.
We saw it. We watched.
Look at your hair.
We can tell.
Jesus.
You know what?
Christ.
I think I want to take it out of there for tonight. Why don't we get into some box? Jay, do you got a box for us?
Get into some box?
Oh, do I ever?
Let's get out of bukkake.
Come on over there. Who's in the box? Oh, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
What's in the fucking box?
Tell me.
So last week I ranted because I was angry. I had an issue come up. I wanted to talk about it on the show at great length and for 60 seconds in promo. And I did it. And you know what? We got it out of the way. But this week, I actually have merchandise, okay? Now I'm ready. We don't have to talk about it in the promo. It's fine.
Okay.
No,
we're
already done. It's done now.
Don't worry, we won't.
Anyway, I have gotten a fucking ton of new music in, literally dozens and dozens of CDs for the shelf, but I had to narrow things down to kind of get specific, of course. So I'm breaking it down to like 5 things. That's not too bad. 5 quick items, 6 things. Whatever.
Love it.
There's a couple things. So first and foremost, I got a hold of the Psychopathic Spencer's Hot Topic issued playing cards from back in the day. I don't give a fuck what you say. These are dope as fuck. So
I had those.
Well, yes. I wish I never bought the mall merch, and now I'm obsessed with it. Like one of my biggest
I had all of that. I had all of it.
biggest you didn't have this. My biggest ISO is the Mint store, like fucking A, what is it called? Counter display. The thing that held the little ICP mints, the cardboard thing. I'm obsessed. If you got it, holler at me. We can do a trade. But yeah, got a hold of those, so that's dope as fuck. I've also talked before about cups, right? I love my random ass shit. So I have a lot of different plastic Juggalo cups, and I'm always looking for more. So I recently saw an auction that had 6 cups in it, and 4 I didn't give a fuck because 2 I had, 2 were like not official, so who cares? But in those, I was able to get a hold of 2. Oh shit, I thought these were both double-sided for a minute. 2 dope-ass Twisted cups. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's the New Year's Evil cup and the Most Tasteless cup. I would never drink out of these because beer out of plastic's only for when you're drunk, high, or otherwise at the gathering, and I'm not doing that at home. But fucking dope. I love me some cups. Let's move it right along.
I love me some cups, he says.
Fucking A right, I do. This next one is a dope-ass piece of merchandise that Twisted put out years ago that I did not buy in the beginning, and I've never pulled money out to get it, but I was bummed I didn't because it obviously pulls a lot more now. I don't know how, I should know how limited they are. There's been 100 of them. I did a trade with our homeboy Luke from Omaha, actually, and got a hold of one of these Twisted canvases.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's a full-on wrap canvas.
That's fucking cool, man.
I've always it's not a painting, which I thought it was. It's obviously just like a printed stretch thing they did at Walgreens for $40 and charged $100, but dope as fuck.
That's fucking cool, though.
It is signed by Madrox and then Monoxide over here in this zone. So yeah, it's dope as fuck. I've always wanted one. And then I was looking over here because it also comes with it's hard to see in the frame, but a certificate of authenticity with the number and all that. So that kind of shit is dope to me. I'm all fucking about anything like that. So Luke and I are DJ Mad Hatter, Luke from Omaha, and I have been talking about that forever, and we finally pulled the trigger. He got traded. I'll show you what he's getting, which is dope, because Trox, I think you'll like this. Look at this bitch. The 3-6 Mafia Choices trailer.
Choices
now
on VHS.
So at the second gathering, and everybody online's debating me, it's the third gathering because they weren't even there. The second gathering, they were the surprise guest. The 3-6 Mafia.
I remember.
Came out
I was
for the
there.
First, I know, and all these people are like, no, you're wrong. I'm like, I'm not wrong. Toledo was the first time it was documented.
You're not wrong. They're an asshole.
They're just an asshole. During their set, they threw these out during their set, and I fucking caught one, and I've had it ever since. I've tried to sell it for $25. No one's ever cared. My boy puts it on the 3-6 Mafia page, and it became a very, very hot topic very, very quickly. So Luke and I worked this into a trade. Luke will be getting this in the mail, and my boy, we're both very happy individuals. So
wow,
yeah, props. I'm giving him more than just that, but that is the genesis of the trade for sure. So that is dope. One more thing I got in here. It's very, very dope. I've got full faith that it should not be too damaged. I fucking hope not. So, all right. Good. We're good. It is a... That's how you do that like a fucking professional, bitch.
He talked to you. He talked to you, didn't he? I told him not to talk to you.
No, I didn't know. No, I didn't even know. But your song was long enough.
Holy shit. Incredible.
You're
incredible.
Good, dude.
I didn't say a goddamn thing.
I didn't know until like 10 minutes ago. But anyways, I got or earlier, but I got one more for you. This is the dopest piece of audio yet. Trox, you got to get on this bitch. They came out this week. I ordered it this week. It came 3 fucking days later. It was crazy fresh. The 3-headed monsters, obliteration.
How did I not
vinyl.
get an alert about that?
They did not send out an email. I have no idea, but they're still on Psychopathic right now.
Ordering
Obliteration by the 3-headed monsters is the newest vinyl to enter my collection. Dope as motherfuck. I love it. It's crazy fresh. So between that and the beer, it's been a really good merch week.
How come I didn't hear about that? Why? How did nobody told me about that?
The museum, bro. Today I got it yesterday. I ordered it on like Saturday. And we're filming this on a Wednesday. It came stupid fucking fast. So yeah, I want Rampage to come out as well. But yeah, that one dropped.
It's not even fucking listed. It's not there. Where did you get it?
Hey, I'll send you the link when we're done. We'll get you one tonight, I assure you. But yeah, so that shit came
it's not even there. It's not there. It's not there.
It will be there. The box this week is mad fresh. I have been collecting a stupid ton amount of merch. And I love it. It's fun.
All right.
Let's enter the holidays.
I don't even have one. I can't even get one. I need one really bad.
What's going on over there? Who's in the box? What's in the box? Not till you give me the What's gun. In the fucking box?
Not till you
I'm glad.
give me the gun.
I'm glad you didn't give me the gun because I would have been having a problem. We got to talk. After we hit stop on this thing, we got to have a conversation. I got to have a conversation. Cotton, I feel like you've been neglected. Let's talk about it. What do you see?
I'm usually neglected. It's not a new thing for me, but this week, oh my God. Can I tell you guys what I did was I watched probably the most popular movie on Netflix. You guys know about it? You guys know about this popular movie on Netflix?
Elf or Home Alone or
no? Leave the World Behind. Either of you heard of this? Do you know about this? Have you heard about this?
Burn the World Down.
It's called Leave the World Behind.
It
is written and directed by Sam Esmail, who also made Mr. Robot, one of my favorite television programs.
I always thought it was pronounced Sam Smollett. Is that not correct?
No, it's Esmail. And he made that show, which I love. And this program, it's a film. It's got Julia Roberts, number 1. It's got Ethan Hawke, number 2.
Okay.
It's got
I saw the trailer and I want to. Now I know what you're talking about, and I want to watch this. It looks great.
Really good, dude. Like,
yes, it looks awesome.
Excellent. Loved it. I'm like, I love the way that this dude has made movies and TV shows up until this point.
Without a spoil,
is it like
give us like a rundown? Like they have to like quickly
that's what
flee because they're in danger or something.
Yeah,
give me a 30. Give me a 30-second no spoiler.
Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke
on Netflix. Has that been 30 seconds?
Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke are a married couple with children. They rent a home as like an Airbnb. They rent a home as an Airbnb for a weekend. And during that weekend, the owner of that home who rents them the Airbnb shows up and says, "Hey, we need to stay here tonight." And it's because of something that's going on in the city. And then everything goes from there. So it's now they are having to
I think that's enough.
Share the space. It's fucking god.
Is
damn
it like a River Wild?
Yeah, you could
That
say
was a
that.
good movie. Remember that was
Like,
when Kevin
they
Bacon
think
was like,
they
great
think
movie.
and they when the stepbrother wasn't
Yeah,
funny.
but yeah, here's the thing: you really don't know anybody's intention throughout pretty much until the end of
like
the movie.
prison.
So it's
well, now you're giving me too
just
many
like that.
spoilers. I thought you were just
I'm
going to
not.
tell me
I'm
it
not
was like,
spoiling. I'm not
Yeah.
spoiling
people being
anything.
drunk.
All right, we're done. We're
wasn't
done.
spoiled.
The end of the world
Watch
is
it.
upon us.
Leave the world behind is the
That
name
also.
of the end of the world.
Burn the world down, featuring
Burn
Mahershala
the
Ali.
world
Guys,
down.
Down.
I would be
Burn the
surprised
world
if
down.
either of you did not like it. It's excellent. You're gonna love it. Love you.
You
What's
said that
else?
about anal and Trox.
You
What have you
did.
been watching? To
Yeah,
the
because
podcast
Alex-
listeners, I disagree.
I don't like it. He liked it.
Didn't he already go?
Yeah, I mean, I've just
No, we let
been-
you go first, you little 90s word.
Go ahead. No, really. Go ahead.
I mean, my biggest contribution this week would have to either be Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or Doc McStuffins. And between those two, I'm having a difficult time making a decision.
Jay, what are you watching?
Oh, Toodles!
Hey, if I can say one thing, hot dog, hot dog.
Hot diggity dog.
Diggity
dog. We got trees and they're full of buds. I haven't been watching a super ton of new shit, but my family and I began the Aquaman Chronicle, and those are dope as fuck.
Jason Momoa?
That is correct. And the bed shitter, as I'm calling her to my kids, and my son's like, "Don't cuss." I'm like, "But she's shitting his bed, bro. Like, I'm not calling her by her name anymore."
Call her the grumpy
Is
munchkin.
she's in that one?
Yeah, she's the hot chick in Aquaman. Yeah.
Call her the grumpy munchkin.
The grumpy munchkin.
She left a grumpy. But I don't give a
She's
fuck
the
what she
grumpy
did.
munchkin.
She's not in number 3, but she's in 1 and 2. And the chick is like, the movies are dope as fuck. I got no issues with none of them.
She is number 2. So like,
I gotta say, not only would I let Amber Heard shit in my bed, I'd let her shit in my mouth. Do you guys?
I would, and same goes for Jason Momoa. For me, that guy is banging. Like
he's a banger, dog. A banger.
Talk about an ultimate throwback to earlier. William Dafoe is in it, and I cannot see him and not think of Boondock Saints. I cannot,
William Dafoe.
Yeah, I cannot think of like. Stop it. I can't say the word on here, but like that shit is so fucking funny to me, man. I love that movie.
Love it.
So I've been watching that, and then obviously I've been watching like all of the Dr. Phil interview podcasts. So he interviewed the Workaholics, and by Dr. Phil, I obviously mean Adam
Ray.
That is correct.
He interviewed the Bad Friends.
Yeah, the Bad Friends one just now with Andrew Sarantino. Am I saying that right? And Bobby Lee was so fucking funny. Whatever. Him, the guy from Dave. It was awesome. Like, it was so funny because Dave's better than Hamburger.
Speaking of Dave, I'm taking this really side, like, left field real quick.
You gotta hurry.
Dave just announced today that Peanut is actually coming out as an album, and by the time this episode airs, so December 15th,
be out.
They're announcing the release date, and you can pre-save it on Spotify. So Peanut, the album is coming out, and the lead single and video, Mr. McAdams, comes out. It's out by the time this airs. So it's going down.
Dave.
Mr. McAdams is happening.
They call me Mr. McAdams.
I was contemplating bringing JDirty Reacts, like just putting something out for Violent J and Steve-O. And then I listened to it, and I'm so glad I didn't. This could be something. Like Lil Dicky.
Mr. McAdams.
Like,
It's
so
coming.
I am not up
It's
to
coming.
date. I should say I'm not up to date on the show. So is Mr. Peanut an entire record? Like, is that a character?
Is the album,
but it's just a Lil Dicky record.
It's the album that he's working on in the entirety of season 3. That's his.
I gathered
that's
that,
his
but I
album.
mean, it's essentially like a new Lil Dicky record
So-
that like he
so, Jay-
promoted through FX's show.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay. So the entire season is about him creating the album Penith, Penith, and the whole season is about this album. And now, 6 months after the season premiered, the album is coming out, and it's that album. And
He's a genius.
Mr. McAdams is the lead single, and it's about him being married to Rachel McAdams. And it's fucking the song on the show
stupidly
was
excited.
fucking hilarious, and I can't imagine what it's gonna look like. So
Fuck yeah, cannot wait.
Okay,
Go Lil Dicky.
please watch season 3. It is so goddamn
So
funny.
good.
And now that you know that
Lil Dicky
the
crushed
record's
it.
coming out, it's out of control.
But yeah, so Adam Ray.
That's That's the end of it. Okay.
Guys, I love doing this show with you guys so much.
Go ahead. Don't go again.
I'm excited. I'm excited about this. We're just gonna.
You want to take a trip to Florida?
Florida, man. Florida, man.
This was just a Florida man. Florida woman sues Kraft Heinz for $5 million. Says mac and cheese preparation is misleading.
Oh, fire! I love this lawsuit.
This is in Hialeah, Florida. A Florida woman is suing the Kraft. Hialeah. Florida woman.
What if the
suing...
reporter's name was Leah and they just like AI fucked up?
Hialeah.
Hi. A Florida woman named Leah saw her home right before we started. Go ahead.
A Florida woman is suing the Kraft Heinz Food Company for $5 million, claiming they misled the public about the time it takes to prepare Velveeta microwavable mac and cheese cups. Amanda Ramirez is listed as the main plaintiff for the class action lawsuit, which alleges Kraft Heinz violated federal law by saying Velveeta shells and cheese cups take 3.5 minutes to prepare. Ready in 3.5 minutes is printed on the box, which is the amount of time that the product takes to cook in a microwave. However, the suit says it takes more time to complete the other required steps.
What the
How did you find this story so perfect for me? This is exactly the kind of stuff I live for.
I knew.
Go ahead.
I know my audience, okay? When I'm pulling stories, I'm like, this resonates. All right.
Cotton's gonna love
this. This is how the lawsuit describes the cooking process. First, consumers must remove lid and cheese sauce pouch.
And right there, what, 20 seconds? You're like, if you're doing it diligently, you're gonna let's round up.
Can you imagine removing a lid and a cheese sauce pouch?
Like, I'm gonna.
Can you hit the egg timer?
30 seconds just for that alone, like right there, because you don't want it to split. When you pull it back and like one strip stays and like you got like a bikini line now, that's not good.
Could you imagine?
You don't need that. So 30 seconds because you care. Go on.
Okay. Next, they must add water to the fill line in cup and stir. Jay, what's the time on that?
I mean, if Bear Grylls is doing this, he's got to siphon it out of a fucking like twig or something. That's 4 days. So we got 4 days.
No, he's sucking it out of a pile of deer shit because that's where the water comes from.
Oh, okay. So then 25 seconds, easy. And and stir 42 seconds. All right, so we're up to a smooth minute 12.
Third, microwave uncovered on high 3.5 minutes. Do not drain.
All right, hold on a minute. Let's go back. So the first step was 30 seconds for the lid, but if you're microwaving uncovered, lid condition does not matter. You're going to take away a good 18 seconds right off the bat because, like, who cares if you got the string cheese thing? You know what I mean? Like, you're throwing it away anyway. So minus 18.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. But plus 3.5. All right, go ahead.
Now, finally, they should stir in contents of cheese sauce pouch.
I'm glad they added
That's
the word
true.
finally because that literally is like, Jesus Christ, we're now here. I think the plaintiff is that who's arguing? Is that how that courts work? I actually don't break the law,
so.
but I think the plaintiff is right because they literally it took from Valentine's Day till Martin Luther King Day for her to get pasta. So I honestly feel like she should win whatever she's asking for.
Now,
You know
listen,
what?
Jay. Consumers seeing ready in 3.5 minutes will believe it represents the total amount of time it takes to prepare the product, the suit states, meaning from the moment it is unopened to the moment it is ready for consumption. Ramirez bought the product for a premium price of $10.99 between October and November 2022.
Does that just
among
mean
other
she didn't
times.
have a coupon? Like, what is the premium price?
That's the
What does
premium.
that
Yeah,
mean?
she didn't have the coupon.
It wasn't on the yellow tag aisle.
It was not a Walmart. What do they call those price beaters?
We call them clearance.
Rollback. Rollback.
Oh, Walmart doesn't roll back or have a smiley face anymore. That shit's in the past. Walmart's like, Walmart takes your dick and feeds it to your grandmother. Thanks for coughing over that.
Sorry.
It takes your dick and feed it to your grandmother, you said.
Yeah, dead or alive. No one even cares. The Sam Wilton family or Walton family will rape you.
The suit described Ramirez as someone who looks to bold statements of value when quickly selecting groceries, and like many consumers who seek to stretch their money as far as possible when buying groceries. The plaintiffs are seeking at least $5 million in damages, including statutory and punitive exclusive of interest and costs.
Statutory?
My reaction?
The statutory mean the pasta was too young? Like, I don't even get what that means.
Stay sad. Stay sad for the reaction. Stay sad.
I like that 31 are amused.
Thanks for voting. I love that one is happy.
Yeah, it's that dude's ex-boy or that chick's ex-boyfriend.
1% of the people that read this article are like, that was cool.
I love that.
$5 million in damages because she couldn't get to YouTube quicker. Like, what were her punitive damages?
I don't know. I'm glad we voted. Let's get the fuck out of here. Where's my button? Here it is.
Florida man.
Guys.
Before we keep going, I gotta hit my pen. All right, I'm ready.
Guys, you've said it all. Perhaps you've said too much.
Woo! Take your time, Maine. Bye for now, and look out.
Goo Goo Gagan and this.
I love you guys. I love you.
Or just to round that out, maybe we'll hit it with one of these. Or maybe one of these.
I'm doing this for my son.
You guys,
or
in between Johnny Five's verbal diarrhea.
Well, I don't know. You look like a fuckwit.
We want to tell you that we love you. We are Big Dirty Cotton, JDirty, Big Trox, and Troxy Cotton.
You're starting a problem, my guy.
I'm not starting a problem. I'm telling the fans that we love them. We appreciate them. This has been I'm sick of you fucking saying that. Okay?
This is not about the photography. This is about God.
It is. I love you guys. It's about God.
Of all of the clips, that's the biggest lie. Our show has nothing to do with God. I assure you. This is not a heaven sent program. That little girl is me.
He cut himself up.
Oh, I'm telling you what, you guys. We love the fuck out of all of you guys. Thank you very much for being here. We're here every single Wednesday for the live and Sundays for the full length. Twitch.tv/ScrubPot. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. We love you guys. We'll see you soon.
I'm a pro.
I got nothing in my butt. I got nothing in my throat, and I got nothing coming out of my dick.
What?